Imagine this for a moment. You are living your normal life. Your heart beats steadily, your lungs breathe automatically, and your brain, an organ made of billions of neurons, is constantly creating your thoughts, memories, dreams, and emotions. But then comes the final moment, the last second before death. What exactly happens inside your brain during that mysterious instant? Does everything suddenly go dark? Or does your brain experience something extraordinary? Scientists have been searching for this answer for decades, and the results are more fascinating and more mysterious than anyone imagined. For a long time, people believed that death was an instant event. The heart stops beating, the brain shuts down, and consciousness disappears immediately. But modern science paints a very different picture. Researchers have discovered that even after the heart stops, the brain may remain active for a short period of time. In fact, some brain regions may become even more active than during normal waking life. This has led scientists to ask a chilling question. Could the brain remain conscious, even briefly, after the body begins to die? In 2022, researchers made an extraordinary observation while monitoring the brain activity of a dying patient. They discovered bursts of brain waves known as gamma oscillations, waves that are normally associated with memory recall, dreaming, and conscious awareness. These same brain waves are active when we remember important moments of our lives or when we dream vividly. The discovery shocked scientists because it suggested that in the final moments before death, the brain may be rapidly processing memories, emotions, and experiences. This may explain one of the most famous mysteries of all time, why many people who have survived near-death experiences describe seeing their entire life flash before their eyes. Survivors often report reliving childhood memories, hearing familiar voices, or feeling overwhelming emotions in just a few seconds. Scientists believe that as oxygen levels drop and the brain faces extreme stress, it may activate networks related to memory and self-awareness, creating an intense stream of experiences compressed into a very short period of time. But that's not all. Some researchers think the dying brain enters a hyper-aware state. Imagine your brain fighting to survive, releasing a flood of chemicals and activating every remaining resource. The surge may create vivid sensations, bright lights, feelings of peace, or even the sensation of leaving one's body. While these experiences are often described in spiritual terms, scientists are exploring whether they could be explained by biological processes occurring during the brain's final moments. However, there is still a mystery that science cannot fully answer: consciousness itself. What is the feeling of being you? Where does awareness come from? Even today, neuroscientists do not fully understand how consciousness is created by the brain. This means that when discussing the final second before death, there are limits to what science currently knows. We can measure brain waves, observe neurons firing, and record electrical activity, but we still cannot directly measure subjective experience, the thoughts and feelings a person may have at that moment. Some scientists compared death to a computer shutting down. Others argue that the brain may go through a unique final process unlike anything else we experience in life. There are even theories suggesting that time perception changes dramatically in the last moments, making a single second feel much longer from the person's perspective. Although these ideas remain speculative, they highlight how little we truly know about one of the most universal human experiences. So, what does your brain do 1 second before you die? Based on current scientific evidence, your brain may become highly active, replay memories, generate vivid experiences, and continue producing complex brain waves even as the body shuts down. But whether this activity creates conscious awareness, or what that awareness feels like, remains one of the greatest mysteries in science. And perhaps that mystery is what makes the question so fascinating. The final second of life may not simply be an ending. It could be the brain's last extraordinary performance, a moment where memory, emotion, and consciousness come together in ways we are only beginning to understand. What do you think happens in the final second before death? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing mysteries of science and the human brain. Thanks for watching.